Good evening, everyone. Susan Campfield here from SueStampfield.com. Welcome to my stamp room. How are you doing? I'm ready to relax and create with you. I wanted to thank each and every one of you for making and sending handmade cards. I know together we're making the world a better place. And hopefully, by gathering here, we can inspire one another so that we can create even more cards and touch even more lives. So, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a busy day here doing laundry and yucky stuff. I'm ready for the fun. I'm ready for the fun. So I got a total mess here because that's how I roll. I'm a messy crafter. So when we play a little game here, so I'd love you to play along with me. When I lose something, and yes, I will lose something, it's just a matter of time. When I lose something and I find it again, we all say found it and we take a sip of our beverage. That just makes something that can be kind of frustrating when you misplace things, which happens all the time in my world. How about you? It just makes it a little, then you can laugh and not get so frustrated, right? So it's good to be here with you. Last video was pre-recorded because I was down at the Christmas tree farm visiting my mom. And so I'm so glad to be back live with you tonight. Quick reminder, if you're not already currently subscribed, you can get my some more creative inspiration right in your inbox by signing up for my free project sheets. I was hoping to get one out last week or this week. Might still go out this week, but I'm also getting ready for Crafternoon. So that is my main focus. This coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Time is my virtual class that I have once a month where I create a unique fun fold card and send out a packet to make one of the versions to all the people who placed a qualifying order last month. So if you got your packets are on your way. If you haven't got them yet, I know some of you have. They should be coming soon. And then I'll be doing 4 additional alternate projects for this fun fold card. And I'm super excited. I can't wait to share it with you. But tonight we're going to also make a fun fold card. We're actually going to do, we're going to use some of the same products that we used on Saturday night. So on Saturday, oh, believe me, Linda, no, I'm messy because I don't put things away. I know the problem, right? I know the issue, but I'm not willing to fix it because I'm having too much fun, right? So I just pull things out and then at some point I have to put them away because there's no space left on my desk, right? But I get excited and I get creating and then I just start pulling things. So tonight we're going to use the Christmas classics once again. I often get requests, please show the other dies in the set. If we use something for one card, what can the other dies do? If I invest in that bundle, what else can I make with it? So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera to my, and it's messy, friends. Like seriously, it's, yeah, okay. It's bad. Oh, I got some happy mail. I'll share. Don't let me forget. Jennifer, help me remember. I'm so bad at forgetting things. I will share these at the end of the video. Just some fun happy mail I got. All right. So mess. Okay. So we are, in the last video, we made this card with a Christmas classic set with cherry cobbler. And then we used the vintage gold for the frame here. And somebody said, that looks very delicate, and it is delicate. The vintage gold is a fairly lightweight paper, so it's a bit thinner. If you want it to be stronger, have more heft, I would say use the shiny gold, the gold foil. That's going to be a stronger cardstock, and so you can use that instead, and it would be just as beautiful, I think. So so this one is a Z-fold card, and it opens up like this. Now in the video last time, I forgot to share the dimensions at the end of the video, so I do apologize for that. I have them right here. I had them right here the whole time. I just completely forgot because I was in a scramble to actually get out of town. So there, if you want to take a screenshot, those are the dimensions for that card. I also put them in the description of the YouTube video, but you can capture that here. And then we're going to get my fingers out of the picture. Get your fingers out of the picture, Sue. Then we're going to make another card this time. So let's look at these dies here. I'm going to pull this out of our way. So these dies, they're cool. This suite is just amazing. It has so many fun. It actually has 2 fun bundles in it. So it is called, oh, Jennifer, this is where I need Jennifer. Shout out to my fabulous moderator, Jennifer Walsh, who's hanging in the comments here to help me out. It's called the Joy of Christmas Suite. So we are using for this gold card, we used the Christmas Classics bundle, and we're going to use that again tonight. We're going to use this die this time. And so we used the square frame last time. This time we're going to use the kind of rectangle frame. And then last video we used the Joyful Specialty Designer paper. We're going to use that one again for this card. And I'm going to have you all help me fine tune it. Now this beautiful paper here is called Joy of Christmas. Also would be a great choice. You can also use this one for things beyond Christmas, like this card we made with the Very Cute Punch a while back. And it also has some wood grains in it and some, this is a wood grain here, musical notes, another wood grain. So this one would go above and beyond Christmas. I did get a card in a swap. This one was from Carmen McNamara with the same frame. All right, where'd the other one go? Oh, I put it over here. Found it. Take a sip, everyone. So you can see what this looks like. Come on, clear the deck here. You can see what this looks like when you do the frame in gold and you do it in a cardstock color like Cherry Cobbler. And then this is some of that other paper. And this one, it's the same fold. This was Carmen's card is the one that inspired me to do this card. Yeah, doesn't it look completely different in Cherry? So it's just a different look. This one, you may be going for more of an elegant, simple. I love simple, elegant. That's just my jam. This one is just a little brighter and happier. And this Noel stamp is really cool. That is in the other bundle, which is right here, which is Joy of Noel. So I'm going to pop this aside and let's get this party started. Now, when you're looking at a big suite like this and you're wanting to invest in several bundles, your best deal, like this bundle is $48.50, this bundle is $52. Your best deal by far is the starter kit. And in October, it's even a better deal than it usually is. It's an amazing deal. So if you place if you get the starter kit, you have 2 options. You can get $125 a product of your choice. You could get these 2 bundles plus some other products for $64.35. Or there's a second option where you can spend $99 for the kit and get $168.75 in product of your choice. Once you purchase the starter kit, then you are a demonstrator. You don't have to hold classes or do videos like I do. You can just be a discount shopper. There is a minimum purchase, so if that you are not subject to your first full quarter. So if you sign up in October, you wouldn't be subject to that minimum until March. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, SueStampfield.com, hit the contact button, and I can answer your questions. This is the stamp set that goes with this. So this time, we're going to use this frame. Look how cool. Look how cool. So it's 2 layering frames, just like this one was. It was 2 layering frames with more of a square shape. This one is more of a rectangle shape. All right, we're going to pull things out here. We're just starting from scratch. If you haven't seen my videos before, we literally create together. I don't know what the card's going to look like. I've kind of got a picture in my head, but I haven't made it. We're going to actually make it together, and I'm going to have you help me along with decision-making process on how our card's going to come out. So I'm going to go to my paper trimmer here, and I'm going to cut my cardstock. And I got my dies all wonky. I'm going to put on my little magnet dish here so I don't lose them. Okay, here we go. All right. We're going to cut our cardstock at 4 1/4. I'm in the United States, so our cardstock is letter size, which is 8.5 by, ooh, that just got a little bit bent end. 8.5 by 11 is our cardstock size. So I'm literally cutting it in half the long way. And then I'm going to score it. We're making a Z-fold card, so we're going to score it at 5.5 inches. Oh, not cutting, Sue. Wait, I gotta move that 5.5 inches. And then 2 3/4 inches. You're a discount shopper too, Sherry. Woohoo! Shout out to all my discount shoppers. That's awesome. I actually, when I started, I've been a demonstrator for 26 years. I absolutely love it. I never knew, I never had any idea I'd be a demonstrator this long, but I love sharing. I love the creativity I get from others, and I'm just having fun. So I'm folding this on the center score line, and I'm folding it as a mountain fold. I'm going to go ahead and grab my bone folder and just give that a good crease. Again, this is shaded spruce that I'm using. And then I'm going to fold backwards on this score. That's the 2 3/4 score, and crease that. So again, I took my cardstock, I cut it in half the long way, I scored it in half, and then I scored it in half of this half. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you're in a different market and your paper is a different size, you could do the same card, right? Okay, so we've got our Z fold, Z. So we had that mountain and that valley fold to make that. And let's see what else we want here. Okay, so now the fun stuff. Now the fun stuff. All right, let's bring it in here. So this is the Joyful, is that right? Joyful Specialty Designer Series paper. You can see in the last card, we made this gorgeous one with the musical notes. And a lot of you shared with me what your favorite Christmas song was. It was so fun to see your different votes on what your favorite song was. And we did a Christmas song here because it matched the notes. And you could, with this set, you also could have done, Tidings of Comfort and Joy on the inside to kind of keep with that theme. I chose to just kind of go with the traditional Merry Christmas. This time, as you can maybe imagine, we're going to use the shaded spruce pattern. This one is kind of a fun, almost a plaid look with a gold accent. And when I make my Christmas cards, I get a little bored if I make them all one design. So I tend to make a variety of designs because that keeps it interesting for me. And then I can stretch my supplies instead of, buying in bulk in one color. It's personal preference. Let me know in the comments if you send Christmas cards, and if you do you do all the same or do you do a variety? This is that beautiful gold wood grain. And then this one is the pretty berries with the gold leaves. All right, so we're going to use, which one did I say? Oh, of course, shaded spruce. Let me pull that out. All right, here we go. All right, oh, found it. It's like, where did I put the paper trimmer? I just had it. Take a sip, everyone. We got our second found it of the night. All right, we're going to grab this, and we're going to move this out of our way. I never have enough space. Seriously, never, ever, ever have enough space. Okay, so you do a variety. You spend 100 cards and you make and send in bulk. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Good job. Think of all those people you're making happy, all the joy you're spreading. All right, so we're going to cut this at 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches by 4 inches. Right here. There we go. Now, if you do decide to get the starter kit, there are some new products available right now. It's a demonstrator pre-order going on for the new online exclusives that are coming next month. And so you can actually put those in your kit. So again, reach out to me, suestanfield.com, click on Contact Me, and I can show you what those options are. All right, so we've got that. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. Very subtle, very classic, kind of elegant looking. I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. Again, this was 2.5 by 4. You make assortment. Yeah, I kind of like doing it that way. All right, so we've got that. All right, now we're ready for the fun stuff. We're ready for the fun stuff. Okay, so this is what we're going to start with. So we're going to cut this one. So I have a question for you. We're going to cut this in gold, similar to what we did on this one. And I am not sure which gold we're going to use. Now, this last time we used the vintage gold, So this time we're going to change it up and use something different. So hang on, let me get your choices. Gosh, I hope they're where I think they are. Hang on. Hopefully I put them back where they belong. Let's see if I did. All right. So one option is the glimmer paper. Oh, sneak peek here. We used, if you're getting the Crafternoon packet, we used the silver on, it's in your packet. So this has got self-adhesive backing on it. So for this one, we would actually just leave that on because we don't want to stick our card closed, but you can use it either way. That's the beauty of this one. So we could use the gold sparkly glimmer paper, or, hang on, hold the phone. I'm looking. Where is it? Oh, good heavens. Okay, here it is. Found it. Or we could use the standard gold foil. So let me know in the comments if you think we should use the standard gold, which would match that paper perfectly, or if we should use the sparkly gold. All right, and while you're voting for that, I'm going to bring that paper trimmer back in and look at my size that I need to cut this. So this is a good size label because of these extra pieces. I'm seeing lots of the standard gold, one sparkly. Yep, okay. You guys are very decisive tonight. Awesome. All right, so we're going to go with the regular gold here. Oh, look, we have a bonus designer paper stuck on the back from, I don't know, how many years ago was this from? Do you know, Jennifer? It's from a long time ago. Oh my goodness. How embarrassing is that? Wow. All right. I'm going to new depths of disorganization. Oh, land. All right. So we're going to cut this at 4 inches by 4 1/4. It's possible that you could squeak it out from a 4x4 piece, but you'd have to be super precise, and I'm just not. So I'm not even gonna attempt it. Let's get a little bit of goo on there. Seriously. All right, see, I found it. Found that paper I lost 3 years ago that had the adhesive on it. I was wondering where that went. All right, let's take a big sip for that one, right? The oldest found it ever. All right, so this is paper seems like a lot bigger than you think you need, right? Because these pieces go out so much. However, you could save this leftover bit and cut some other things. You could even do it at the same time if you wanted to cut a couple little gold branches. You could make use of that space. I'm not going to because I'm not. And then, okay, we have another thing to vote on. So let's harken back to this card right here. So we have an option for our greeting on this card. You can see our greeting is going to be longer. Do we want that greeting to be shaded spruce, like this one was the cherry cobbler and embossed in gold, or do we want it white and we just stamp on it with ink? So let me know white or green for this piece. And while you are voting, I'm going to pull in the die cutting machine here. And you know they probably both would look nice. And if you're trying to go for fast, you could certainly just go with white and cut and stamp. It's gonna be a little quicker maybe than embossing, but embossing does look amazingly cool. So green. Well, I gotta vote for white. Yep. Okay. Looks like green is the predominant choice here. So let's see if Susan can fit both of these on here. I got that. I need a piece of green. What size is that green? Well, that's a good question. 1 1/4 by 4. We'll do it. I'm gonna just I'm gonna cut it over here, friends, because again, I have no space. I'm sort of cutting it in my lap. This is how we roll, right? This is actually 4 1/4 by 4¼ by 1¼ because that was what my paper was already at. But you can see I could have gotten away with 4 inches. So the dimension is correct on the 4 inches. Okay, so I've got everybody loaded on here. You do, oh, now I've moved it. You do want to make sure that, get that back in place. I am angling this because I don't want that solid bar to go across. Actually would prefer them to be side by side, but I don't know that I can quite do it. So I'm angling it so that it will go through easier. It just takes less cranking. And I'm going to put my next plate on. So this is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. My sandwich is the platform, and then I have the thin die adapter, which is the number 2. Platform's number 1, then number 2, and then 2 of the number 3 plates. And you do want to make sure your plates completely cover the item. I'm going to raise this up just a bit so you can see more of my mess. Actually, so I can turn the handle, and I've got cords in my way. I'm sorry about all the jiggling. I do apologize, but I needed to move those cords so I could crank the handle. Now I'm going to move the embossing powder so I can crank the handle. Oh, well, it's better than trying to stamp in my car, right? And I have done that before, believe it or not. This is easier than that. All right, let's see how we did here. So we sent that through. Now, last time with this die, we talked about several different workarounds for these really detailed dies. This one is not as detailed. You can see hopefully how detailed this one is. This one I'm assuming will cut simpler. I've never cut this one, so we'll find out if I'm wrong or not. All right, so we've got this piece that we're going to emboss, and then we've got our big frame there. And I've got leftover gold bits that I can use for other things. Looks like it cut beautifully. Getting all those little bits out, and I've got a few little bits that are left over. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool with the die brush attachment and the spongy thing that comes with it, and just roll those out. They actually came out really, really easily. I probably could have done it with just the pokey end of the Take Your Pick tool. All right, so let's see how our card is shaping up here, friends. I think it's going to be beautiful. All right, let's see what we got. All right. So this is going to go on here with an embossed sentiment, and that's going to go on the front of our card like so. Gorgeous. All right, so I have a question for you. We need to figure out a sentiment. So we've got seasons greetings that would fit nicely on here. We also have Merry Christmas. So we would do this Christmas. I think that would fit. Let me check it. And that would just fit. So I could do Merry Christmas or Season's Greetings. Let me know in the comments which you would prefer. Merry Christmas or Season's Greetings. And I'm embarrassed to say I never cleaned these from the last video. So while you're voting, in case you vote Merry Christmas, I better clean those up really quick. Oh my goodness. All right. Does anyone else do this? Like, you guys are probably all so tidy and your desk is spotless and everything's put away. Someday I'll be you. Boy, it's pretty split. Gosh. I don't know, Jennifer, can you tell? I think there might be oh boy, I thought there were more Merry Christmases, and then I just saw a bunch of Season's Greetings come in. I'm seeing both Facebook and YouTube comment through here. It looks fairly even to me. So, all right, you know what? Let's go Season's Greetings. I haven't used that one yet, have I? Nope, let's use that one. First of all, oh, sorry, that's super loud. My apologies. First of all, I'm going to make sure it fits. Before I go stamping anything, I better just take it and see if it fits. Like I said, I have not used this one yet. Boy, I don't know, friends. Oh yeah, it just fits perfectly, just barely. Okay, that's I'm gonna have to be precise here. That's right. Whoops. All right. So I'm gonna get my block here and put that on. And oh good, I'm not the only one with a messy craft space. I'm so relieved to hear that. I am so relieved to hear that. Okay. Ooh, I just had an idea. Okay, well, I'll run it by you in a minute here. We're gonna go ahead and put some embossing buddy on here. So this is from the Embossings Editions toolkit. See, I never even cleaned up my gold powder from the last video. It's still in there. Oh my goodness, you guys, what are we going to do with me? So I'm rubbing this on the paper. This removes the oils from my hands because I'm going to stamp my greeting with this clear sticky ink. And I don't want, I want the ink to, the gold powder to stick to the ink, but not to stick to anything else. So let's see how we go here. Inking this up. This is a Versamark ink pad. It's super sticky. It's actually a watermark pad, and we might use this on our card in another way. I just had a thought, and I'd like your opinion on it. So it gives you a tone-on-tone look, but it also is very sticky and works beautifully for embossing. So I'm just stamping that. I'm making sure it just fits exactly on this label, because it was made for the label, I'm sure. All right, and we're going to take our little Embossing Editions Cool Kit toolkit. Comes with this little tray, and then I have the metallic embossing powders. You get copper, silver, and gold. A little jar of each. We're going to use the gold. So I put a ton on and just dump the extra right back into the tray. And then there's a little funnel here, and I can unscrew this and get it right back in the bottle if I choose to do that. All right, so we have a couple options for heating it. We've got this, the kit comes with these self-locking tweezers that have a ceramic end, and that's to help you keep from burning your fingers when you heat this. We're going to heat it with a heat tool, and you are not going to be able to hear me when I run the heat tool. You can see right now it's kind of a brownish, boring color. We're going to make it pretty and shiny, so bear with me here. I'm going to bring in my heat tool. I strongly recommend you unplug your heat tool every time you use it. I've heard situations where a family pet has knocked it off and it has started going, and that can catch things on fire. So you don't want to do that. It's very, very hot. So let's get it going here. So we'll stop it there. You can see it starting to turn that beautiful gold. All right, there we have our shiny, beautiful Seasons greeting. And let's put that heat tool aside. We're going to pop this off. So I mentioned that I just thought of a way we could use this this Versamark pad in another way. So right now we can do the card like this. Bear with me here. Beautiful, simple, and clean. Or we can take this pine bough stamp, and we could stamp some pine boughs back here, just kind of a random pattern to decorate this section of the card. So let me know in the comments, yes or no for the pine boughs. Yes or no for the pine boughs. And just in case it's a yes, I'm going to get it out, throw it on a block, and I'm going to cut the piece for the inside of the card. So I've got that already if we decide to do that. I've got a no, I've got a no, I've got some yeses. Yes, yes, yes. I've got people going both ways. So, all right. I'll let you keep voting here, and I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock for the inside of the card. Now on this card, we did vanilla. On this one, I'm going to do white. It doesn't matter. Like, they both would look good. There is actually no white on either card, so it could be there's no white, no vanilla on either card. So it could be whatever you have on hand and whatever your preference is. That inside piece is the same as the designer paper on the front, which is 2.5 by 4. So cut that at 4. Either yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes. All right, we'll try it. I see enough that want me to give it a go, so we will do that. All right. So we've got our inside piece, so we can pick a sentiment for the inside of our card. All right, so let's put this together. So I'm going to go ahead and I love dimension on my cards. So a really easy way to do that is dimensionals. These are this double sticky little hexagon shaped foam pieces that will add some depth to your cards. Also, it's a really easy way to stick things together. Peel those off. And there we go. All right, we're going to put that right here. All right, and then this can be connected to our card either with dimensionals or just adhered straight down. What did I do on this one? I don't remember, you guys. Oh, yep, I did dimensionals. Okay. So when you're attaching this piece, it's very important that you don't do any dimensionals over here. You're going to stick your card closed. We don't want that, so I'm just going to put 2 over here and pop this on. Actually, you know what? It'd be easier to stamp it before I pop it on, wouldn't it? All right, let's do it. Oh, so scary. Okay, hold on. I am going to get a scrap paper. Oh, the trauma. Okay, and I'm going to ink up this. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that lid down. I got so excited, I just chucked it right down. And I'm going to stamp this in Versamark ink on my cardstock. And so the Versamark ink is called a watermark pad. And what that means is that it is 1 shade darker than your cardstock. No matter what color your cardstock is, it will look like it's just a shade. Really pretty tone on tone effect. It's very subtle. It's not overdone. And sometimes it can be just a nice little nice background for your project. So let's do this. And we'll do one more right here, which is barely going to show because we're going to put our other piece there. Let's see, where's my other piece? Oh yeah, okay. So, oh, what happened? What happened? Hi, you saw the back of my head. I'm going to have that issue again with my camera being goofy. Sorry about that, friends. Can you see better now? You saw the side of me, hard away, working away. So, all right. Yeah, sorry about that. You should be back now. My looks like my software is having a moment today, aren't we all? Okay, so we have there is our pine boughs that we stamped, and now we've got that. Oh gosh. Let's go ahead and stick this on quick before it sticks to something and I put it in a file and find it 3 years later, right? Like happened earlier tonight. Okay. So there we have the season greetings. There we have the pine boughs. Again, it looks beautiful with or without, so that's optional. And then we're going to put our greeting on here. Oh, so many good choices. So many good choices. Deck the halls, tidings of comfort and joy, peace on earth. Let me know which one you would like in the comments. Deck the halls, peace on earth, or tidings of comfort and joy. I personally prefer to stamp the greeting before I stick it in the card. That way, if I mess it up, I can flip it over, right? So I am going to get the shaded spruce ink pad out while you were looking at that. You, of course, also can emboss this in gold. I'm going to use just the shaded spruce. Make it quick and easy here. So, oh boy, hotly contested, comfort and joy, deck the halls, peace. Looks like right now a tie, but oh, nope. I'm seeing all of them. I'm seeing all of them. All right. Okay, is peace on earth even clean? Hey, yeah, it is. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go with peace on earth, friends. And I just put my whole finger right in the ink pad. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Hold on. We gotta stamp an emergency here. I got ink on my finger, and if I touch it on my white cardstock, we all know what's. Oh, now I just did it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, land. All right. Somebody else needs to come and do this. I'm clearly not qualified to stamp this very well. All right. I'm just going to check this. All right. I don't know why I'm not getting enough ink on that lower part. All right. Oh, it did it again. Yeah, sorry about that, friends. We've got a, my camera is, my software, something's going goofy. So, so sorry about that. All right, it just needs to hang on a little bit longer. We're almost there. Oh, that is, I love the font on this. And seriously, any of these would be beautiful. You can mix it up, right? You could do some of each. But Peace on Earth is beautiful. If you wanted to add some pine bough on the inside, you could. I'll probably just leave that for writing. But we could decorate our envelope, right? All right, so we're going to pop this inside right here. Okay, and there we have our, so you want to make sure when you put that on the inside that it's past this fold so that it doesn't show until the card is opened. And then we could take a, envelope here and just stamp a pine bough on the envelope. Just make it all matchy-matchy and go together and customize it. It can go on the flap, it can go on the front, you can do multiples, whatever you want, right? Let's do one more. It's so pretty. I was just down at my family's Christmas tree farm, so I am in Christmas tree mode, apparently. All right, let's close that up. All right, so I often add embellishments to the project. Last time you weren't here to advise me, so I had to just do it without you. So I did add the brushed metallic dots on the bottom of that. And we could also add something to this if we wanted to, if we so wanted to. So, okay. You could even do some gold snowflakes around here. These are from the online exclusives. They're Adhesive Back Snowflake Assortment. I've used almost all the white ones up, but this would be a perfect, perfect time to use the gold ones to go with that gold theme. But I might just leave it. Oh, it's hard. It's it's hard to leave it. So I could, let's just see what it looks like. Don't add anything. Don't add anything. All right. So let's just see. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a good place to add things on this one. I could add 3 here. What we did last time was a big, a medium, and a small. Boy, that big just covers up almost too much. I'll show you what it looks like. I think I'm going to go without, though. It's not bad. It just seems like it's kind of in the way. You also could put little gold embellishments on the little the berries. You could also put a color on the berries. I kind of like it just being gold and shaded spruce and nothing else. So, so yeah, I think I'm gonna, oh, you could do pearls on the berries. Because I did the pine boughs, I don't need embellishments. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go clean and simple and leave it like that. Let me put the dimensions on, and then I have some happy mail to share with you all. Trying to not forget the happy mail. All right, let me shove, just rudely shove everything out of the way. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. All right, clear the deck, Susan. Now, this would be fun too. If we hadn't done the pine cones, you also could die cut these little peek through things. They just make little doodahs in the card, like little holes that would see behind. You could put a piece of gold behind there. All right, so let's bring in our directions here. So this paper, this would actually, no, not for this one. This would be for, let me look. Yep, that's this one. Okay. And does anyone know what I did with the other one? Well, I already showed you that one at the beginning, right? You got that screenshot at the beginning? Hopefully. Oh, here it is. Found it. Take a sip, everyone. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. All right. So here we got a twofer tonight. We got a twofer. Actually, this was from the other night and I forgot to show you the dimensions. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, then you will have the dimensions. And let me share some happy mail that I got. All right, let's put these aside. Here we go. Okay, happy mail coming in hot. All right, so this is from my team member, Sarah. So do you remember for Crafternoon earlier this year, I did a card called the Flying Seagull card. Flying Seagull card. Let me see. This is it right here. Did I actually grab that on the first go? That's like a miracle. The Flying Seagull card. So it was like a seagull, right? Looks like a seagull, flies like that. Flying Seagull. So Sarah did it with, only she's calling it flapping bats instead of flying seagulls, because she did the Flying Seagull but with a Halloween theme. So this one is, she's calling it a flying bat. She's got her sweet note to me on the back here. Let me take that off so that it can really flap. So thank you, Sarah. She's one of my wonderful stampers in my Stamp Filled Stars group. She loves making treats for her coworkers and cards, especially she does a lot with Halloween. All right, so that was super cute. Thank you so much, Sarah. It made me smile for sure. Okay, this next one is from Luana Thompson. And Luana was inspired by one of our videos here, and so she made the card. We did this one on an earlier video with that beautiful winter meadow paper. This card where you can see both sides of the paper. So she used a different grading on it and did the same embossing folder that we did before. So super beautiful card from Luana. And look at this. Look how fancy this is. To protect it, because she had some gems on here, she put a distress tile embossed piece over it to protect it from the gems, but also made it look extra fancy and made me feel extra special when I opened it. Let me grab those. Here's the one that we made in the video. And here's another one we made in that same video. And this is the one that I had made prior. Now this is the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. This paper has been insanely popular. I don't know if this is the most popular thing Stampin' Up! Has ever sold, but it's got to be close. We have gone through 3 different shipments now that we've gone through in like 5 hours. We do have another shipment coming in next week. It's expected next week. That is the week of October 23rd. It is possible sometimes when they're expected in the next week, sometimes they come in the Thursday or Friday before. So you can start looking in the online store Thursday, Friday, and Monday. I'd recommend that you check maybe noon, 1, 3. Check several times during the afternoon and evening if you want this paper, because it will likely go through very quickly. Do I know what the greeting is on the front? Boy, I don't. Jennifer, do you know? I feel like I should know. Is that from, and I don't recognize this one at all. It could be a retired stamp or a different company. I'm not sure, but absolutely beautiful card from Luana. All right, next up, I got one more happy mail. And I probably have more, but this is what I was easily able to locate. This is from team member Cindy Howard. And this was a thank you card. We had a team event. We had a Creative Connections event. I'm one of the organizing demonstrators for that event. And we had Sarah Douglas from Stampin' Up! Come and join us at that event. And so she sent me a thank you card, a belated thank you card, and that was just very sweet of her. Thank you so much, Cindy, for thinking of me. And I'm going to flip the camera because I think I got through everything. I did want to remind you, I would absolutely love for you to join my Stamp Filled Stars family of demonstrators. You're going to save a lot of money by getting a discount on all of your purchases, and you get an extra product this month in October to celebrate Stampin' Up's 35th year anniversary. If you don't like it, you just stop and you go back to being a customer. It's very easy and there's no pressure, no stress. I'm going to flip the camera. Sure I am. It was flipping by itself. several times tonight, right? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. Jennifer is looking for that stamp set. There was one I thought of. Was it Wonderful Thoughts? I don't know. That's a different Thinking of You, but you could do it with Wonderful Thoughts. That would be a similar look on that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, friends. And thank you for making and sending handmade cards. Together, we're making the world a kinder place, and I appreciate all that you do. Take care, and we'll see you Crafternoon this Saturday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time, Crafternoon. I hope you can tune in or catch the replay. It is a public video. Those who placed a qualifying order last month will be making the project along with me because they got a packet in the mail. So can't wait to share those creative fun folds with you. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.